Good morning, Tricia. Thank you for taking part in our 6 simple questions sessions. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, I'm Tricia Robinson and I'm a partner at the law firm Slater Healis, LLP. I specialise in family law, so I deal with divorces, the financial consequences of a divorce and children matters and prenuptial agreements. Slater Healis is a firm that's origins have date back, I think, nearly 250 years.
Yeah.
The presence in Sale and Timperley and more recently in Manchester City Centre. I know I'm biased. I think it's a lovely firm. We offer a full service of legal areas that we advise on. And I know that you know Mike very well. He's a great colleague of mine.
Yeah. Now, again, I'm going to ask the same question I asked Mike. Now, Mike's answer started in a drain. How did you end up at Slater Healis?
Oh gosh, well, I suppose, Mike said, I did see Mike's and he was saying about how he got into law, wasn't he?
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
That made me think, how did I? And it started in front of the telly. And I was, imagine a teenager in the late 80s, loving LA law. I thought it was the best programme ever. And then not long after that, Ally McBeal came onto our screens and I was thinking, I want to be like her. So that then set it in stone for me. So then I just went did my law degree, did my year I had to do at Chester. I don't know when the 6 months was going on that Mike was on about. And then got my training contract in a large northwest firm in Liverpool. Then moved over to Manchester, worked for a couple of different firms in Manchester before I then landed in with Slater Healis, which would have been, I think it's just over 4 years ago now.
Wow, right. And is working at Slater Healis just like LA law?
Not quite, but I wouldn't want to work anywhere else.
Great, right. And, you've been a long-time member of the Business Network. We like to ask the personal questions. So, outside of Slater Healis, hobbies and passions, what do you get up to?
Oh, well, we do like the outdoors. One of the things that I've got a young family. I've got 2 kids who are 7 and 5. And one thing that we do every year, which we have done since probably for the last 4 or 5 years, is go to a music festival each year. So it's a shame we haven't been able to do that this year, but we have got a camping holiday booked.
Right.
In July, so we'll see if that can happen. Just getting out and about with friends and family. We love camping and just enjoying the great outdoors. Live music. I really love watching that music.
Now, Sean, our youngest, he had a series of festivals he got all planned out at the start of the year, so it's so disappointing.
Yeah, it is. Oh well, next year.
Definitely, that's the thing. So, I listen to a few podcasts. Do you listen to any?
I don't, to be honest. But I have done 2 podcasts for the firm. So yeah, big plug there. I did one on no fault divorce and also one on children arrangements, which was I really enjoyed doing a podcast, actually, being in a studio that you can hire in Manchester, and we did one there. So that was good fun. But no, I've not really got into listening to podcasts.
Right. Don't worry, we don't force you to do one, but Slater Healis have got their own. I didn't know that, so that's great. And we're supposed to be reading a bit more at the moment. Is there a book you'd like to recommend?
Yes, and it was a book that was recommended to me by a client, and it did really blow me away. It's called East West Street. It's by a lawyer called Philip Sands, and it was recommended to me at a time I'd just come back. We have a family team trip each year to usually a European city, and we went to Nuremberg. And it's a beautiful city, but of course we had to go there and we had to go and see the courtrooms where the Nuremberg trials were, and it was something that was really, really, really powerful and just so interesting, but obviously so devastating as well. And this book it's basically centres around the Nuremberg trials, but the lawyer who's written it had family who were lived in Ukraine, and at the time it was in part of Poland, and it was dealing with the whole Poland occupation during the Second World War. And it's a really interesting book, but it was fascinating to see how the development of international law, and also how, you know, it developed as starting with the Nuremberg trials.
Right.
So, yeah, I would recommend. A bit heavy. It's not just like, it's not a lightweight book, but it's fascinating. So I would recommend.
That's great. Thank you. And final question is, any words of wisdom? It doesn't have to be about lockdown. It can be about anything you want.
I think, and it has been since lockdown, I think, is I would say, don't underestimate the power of acts of kindness. When I've had the opportunity to, you know, maybe send something to a friend or whatever, and just to let them know that you're thinking, and then when I've received it from a friend as well, it's been really, really lovely just to know that people care.
Yeah.
And I think if there was one thing, certainly coming out of lockdown, everyone's saying be kinder. And even in work, we find, you know, with my opposite number, we're all trying to be a bit more considerate and kind, because we're all struggling to get by on a day-to-day basis. So I'd like to think that's something that can continue, that we're more conscious of ensuring that we are kind to one another. We can be.
We've got to be careful we don't actually forget this period. You know,
yeah, that's
quite easy to do. Yeah, yeah. But no, that's brilliant. All the interviews I've done, everybody's come out with something different. So Roger Predict, Live Life and Prosper was one of them. So.
What was it? Oh, right.
So that's a great one. So that's another one. Thank you so much, Trish. This has been brilliant. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Simon. Thank you for asking me.
It's been great to catch you eventually.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, bye.
Bye.